everyone, welcome back to Anges Pilates. Today's workout, I'm going to be using the small ball. It's a great tool for resistance. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So let's start off seated. Place the ball in between your knees. And you're going to place your hands just underneath your thighs. Slightly rounded lower spine, and you want to think about length from the center right up through the crown. Try not to pop your ribs, and I'd like you to squeeze the ball. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 3 to 5. So breathing in, we're going to squeeze the ball, 3 to 5 on that ball pressure. Lift your chest a little bit. On the exhale, you're going to slightly tuck your tailbone under, roll your hips towards your ribs, pull your navel towards your spine, and lower your torso. Go as far as you can without lifting your feet, without loading your lower spine. Take a breath in. On the exhale, I'd like you to look at your navel. Imagine you're hugging a barrel, so the spine is rounded, and then it's rebuild at the top. Here you want your shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Let's go again. Breathing in, you're going to squeeze the ball. Let's lift the chest a little. Exhale. Pull your navel towards your spine, and you're rolling back. You'll feel a little bit of pressure of your hands on the legs, but try not to grip. Shoulders down, chest open. Take a breath in. Squeeze the ball. Exhale, look at your navel, and you're rounding the spine. And then it's rebuild at the top. Let's go again. Inhale, squeezing that ball. Lift your chest a little. Exhale, pull your navel towards your spine and lower. Now if your back is good, let's challenge and deepen that flexion by lowering a little further. But remember, no back strain. Take a breath in. Look at your navel. Exhale and hug that imaginary barrel. Over you go. And then rebuild at the top. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Let's do one more. Breathing in, squeeze the ball. Lift your chest a little. Exhale. Pull your navel towards your spine and roll back. So if there's any strain in the lower spine, you remember, just stay here. Otherwise, you're going a little deeper. Make sure the feet don't lift. Make sure the belly button isn't popping out. Take a breath in, squeezing that ball. Exhale. Over you go. Keep breathing. And then rebuild the spine at the top. Now this time you're going to go all the way down. So place your arms in front of you. Inhale, we're squeezing that ball. Lift a little. Exhale, pull your navel towards your spine, and let's lower. So now you want to feel the back of the hips, the lower back, middle back, upper back, and then land your head. Let's bring the feet in. So want your heels a comfortable distance from your buttocks. And just check in. Here you want your pelvis neutral. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level with a little pocket of air between that lower back and the mat. So you're just following the natural curvature of your spine. Remember that imaginary line, your B line, running from one hip to the other. Draw your navel down and away from that line to start that abdominal connection. Shoulders away from your ears. Chest is open. We're going to breathe in. We're going to squeeze the ball, 3 to 5. And as you squeeze, come into a pelvic tilt. Exhale, squeeze the buttocks. Push down through the arms a little bit, and let's peel the vertebra off, coming all the way up onto the top of your back. I'd like you to check your posture here. From under the armpit to the hip bone to the knee, you want one long line. Make sure that you're not picking up your hips too much, otherwise that will load your lower spine. And you want the weight to be between your shoulder blades. So can you freely move your head? Then your neck's in the right place. Think about that imaginary line. Pull your navel away from the line. Keep squeezing the ball, and on the exhale, replace the spine. Feel the support of the lower back. And then land your tailbone and find that neutral. Release the ball. Let's go again. Inhale, squeeze. It's a pelvic tuck. Push that pocket of air away. Lower back is connecting to the mat. Exhale. Push down through the feet. Squeeze the buttocks. Squeeze the ball and come all the way up to the top of the shoulder blades. Ribs are closed. Inhale. Squeezing the ball. Exhale and replace that spine slowly. Feel the support of the lower spine and land your tailbone. Shoulders away from your ears. Let's go again. Breathing in. Squeeze. It's a pelvic tilt. Exhale, driving up, using those glutes. I want you to feel this in your glutes, your hamstrings, no lower back. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep squeezing that ball as you replace the spine. Slowly. Feel the support of the lower back. Land your tailbone and release the ball. This time we're going to stay at the top of the roll. So inhale, squeeze the ball. Pelvic tilt. Exhale, driving up, squeezing those buttocks, peeling the vertebra off. Make sure the weight's between the shoulder blades. Push down slightly through the arms to engage the triceps. Now this is all about your hips. Make sure they're not moving. As you exhale, you're going to extend your right leg. Hold it still. Now just check in. Make sure you haven't dropped the right hip, so this is wrong. Make sure you haven't sunk down here. You're going to feel the work through that left glute, through the left hamstring. Working hard to stabilize. If you're not sure, feel it. Put your hands on your hips to feel where those hips are. Hold and breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. On the next exhale, lower toe, ball, heel. So you're articulating through the foot. On your next exhale, extend your left leg. Make sure your hips haven't dropped, and if you need to feel them, place your hands on your hips. Otherwise, you are here. I want you to feel this in your glutes, your right hamstring, your right glute. Hold and breathe. And as you breathe, think about where your breath is going. Let's lower, toe, ball, heel. Keep squeezing the ball, breathe in, navel down and towards your spine. On the exhale, let's replace the vertebra. As you land your tailbone, just come back to neutral and drop your shoulders. Pull them away from your ears if they've lifted. A little faster this time. Make sure the hips don't move. Inhale, squeeze. It's a pelvic tilt. Support of the lower spine on the mat. Exhale, driving up using those buttocks all the way up onto the top of the back. We're going to exhale, extend the right leg. Make sure your hips haven't moved. Lower toe, ball, heel. Exhale, left. Toe, ball, heel. No movement through those hips. Remember, feel if you need to. Make sure you're not rocking from side to side. Using those abdominals to stabilize. Hamstrings, glutes, no lower spine. Last one. Then I'd like you to stay at the top. Little pulses of the ball with your knees. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. Inner thigh, hamstrings, glutes. 5 more. Are you breathing? 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Take a breath in. Pull that navel away from your that line and replace your spine. Land your tailbone and you've come back to neutral. Take your arms above your head. As you do that, make sure you haven't arched your back here. Suspend your arms, drop your shoulders, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Breathing in, squeeze the ball, nod your chin. Exhale, and we're rolling up to a seated position. Stay here. This time, hold the ball, but bring your feet and knees together. So you're going to feel that inner thigh connection just like you did as if you had the ball there. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Remember, you want a slight rounded lower spine. Inhale, push the knees together. Remember, you're lifting through the crown, but it's coming from the center. Exhale, squeeze the ball a little bit, and let's roll down. So same as before. Just remember, you might not be able to go so far down because you don't have the support of the ball. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep your arms in line with your shoulders, and you're rounding your spine. And then let's rebuild at the top. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Let's go again. Breathing in, squeeze the ball. Exhale, navel to spine. Feel that inner thigh connection. And remember, if your back is good, you're lowering a little deeper. Don't let the feet come off. Take a breath in. Exhale, over that imaginary barrel. Keep breathing out. Spine here is rounded. Restack. Here you want your shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. And make sure you haven't left your shoulders here. Lots of space between the shoulders and the earlobes. Let's go again. Breathing in, push the knees together. Exhale, navel to spine. Now this time you're going to lower down, and I'd like you to stay here in the C curve. You're going to exhale, take the arm, the right ball into the right arm, and then lower. Come back to the center. Left and center. Starting to work those obliques now. Make sure your body isn't moving. Push the knees together. Left, back to the center. Take a breath in. Exhale over that imaginary barrel. Keep the arms in line with the shoulders, and then let's restack here. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Slight change on the second round. Breathing in, push the knees together, lift your chest a little. Exhale, pull your navel towards your spine, and we're lowering. Remember, you want to lower to a place where you can maintain it, challenging but not loading the lower spine. On the exhale, twist towards me. Back to the center, a little harder now. Make sure as you twist, your knees don't do this. No shifting of the knees. If the knees are moving, it means your hips are moving. You want to isolate through the waist. 2 more here. Exhale and inhale. One more. Exhale. Stay in the center. Let's go to the back of the room. Breathing out and in. Check in with your knees, guys. Make sure they're not shifting. We're trying to isolate through the upper body. And if there's any lower back strain, lift your body up a little taller. One more here. Exhale. Back to the center. Take a breath in. Exhale. Pull your navel towards your spine. Keep the ball in line with the shoulders. And then let's rebuild at the top. And drop your shoulders. Beautiful. Take your feet, hip distance apart. We're going to roll down, but this time all the way. So breathing in, a little bit of length through that upper body. Exhale. Pull your navel towards your spine, and you're going to slowly roll down, one vertebra at a time. Bring your feet in, hip distance apart. Now that nothing's going to change, remember you want that little pocket of air between the lower back and the mat. And be careful as you take the ball above your head. Don't lose that shape. Make sure you haven't given me this. So you want to suspend your arms, drop your shoulders, slide your ribs towards your hip bones, and draw your navel down and towards your spine. Now, if you struggle with back issues, or if you're struggling to get up, I'd like you to stay here. Otherwise, extend your right leg, push down with your right heel. Nothing has changed in my pelvis, and then the left one. Toes pull up to the shins. Breathe in. Start the roll by nodding your chin. Exhale. Use those abdominals to lift up, and you might have to use momentum if you're very tight. Spine is rounded here. Inhale. Find your length in the center. Shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Remember, here it's a pelvic tilt, so tuck your tailbone under. Think of stapling your belly button towards your spine, and it's all about control and precision as you lower the torso. Ball comes over, don't let the ribs flare, don't let the back arch. Use the breath, breathing in. Exhale, up you come. You want to keep rounding over that imaginary barrel, engaging the deepest layer of abdominals here. Rebuild at the top. Drop your shoulders, open your chest. This time, as you tuck under, pulling the navel towards your spine, I want you to hold it just when you feel the abdominals click in. Now, there should be no back strain. If you're loading your lower back, lift your body up a little bit and try and get back to that abdominal connection. Stay here. Like we did before, inhale, you open. Exhale, now resist. Push the ball through the air as you come back to the center. Other side. Breathing in. Body's not moving as we pull the ball back. Two more here. Breathing in. Spine is rounded. Exhale and resist. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Now slowly, you want to let momentum take you, but here you want to use abdominal control to lower. As your head lands, take the ball above your head. Make sure you're not arching. Make sure your ribs aren't flaring. Let's go again. Breathing in. Exhale, up you come. Keep breathing out as you reach for your toes. Here we're lengthening the back of the bodies. Rebuild in the center. Drop your shoulders. Exhale. Pull the navel towards your spine and just stop when you feel those abdominals click in. Now, if your back is good and you feel like you're engaged, let's challenge more by lowering. Otherwise, stay where you are. Open the ball, breathe in. Exhale and close. And to the other side, breathing in. Body's not moving. Don't let that belly button pop out. You've got two more. Breathing in. And breathing out, navel to spine. Energy coming out of your heels. Toes are pulling up to the shin bones. On the exhale, lower the body. How slow can you go? Lots of abdominal control here. As the head lowers, the ball comes over. Don't let your ribs flare. Two more rounds. Breathing in. Exhale, up you come. Keep breathing out as you reach for your toes, lengthening. Rebuild the spine at the top, drop your shoulders. Exhale, scoop, 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 and we lower. Can you deepen? Little more, otherwise stay where you are. Open, exhale and close. Open, drop those shoulders and breathe out. Two more here. There should be no back strain. Energy coming out of the heels. One more, breathing in. And breathing out. Now, how slow can you go as you exhale? Navel up and in. Lower the head. Arms come over. Don't let the ribs flare. Don't let the lower back lift. You've got one more round. Inhale. Use the breath. Exhale. Reach for your toes and you're lengthening the back of the bodies, legs, spine. Rebuild here. Here you're aiming for length. Exhale, scoop, scoop, scoop. Last round. See if you can deepen the flexion here. Remember, no back strain, and you have to open your arm. Inhale and exhale. Keep the shape of the spine, no lower back. Deep abdominal connection here. Connect with your breath. One more. Inhale and exhale. And we slowly lower, one vertebra at a time. Arm comes over as you lower the head and don't let the ribs flare. And relax. So bring the ball back here. Let's bend the knees. So your feet are hip distance apart, and I'd like you to place the ball between your knees. Just take a moment. Pelvis here needs to be neutral. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. Little pocket of air between that lower back and the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Chest is open. Let's take the fingertips just at the base of the skull and press your elbows wide. On the inhale, we're going to squeeze the ball 3 to 5 and that ball pressure, nod your chin. On the exhale, we're going to lift up. Inhale and lower down. Release the ball. Exhale, squeeze. I want to see that ball change shape as you curl up. Now the temptation here is just to lift your neck. So think of using your upper abdominal, so rather peel your shoulder blades off to get that chest lift. 3 more here. Try not to bring your elbows forward. You'll want to keep them back. And lower down. Last 2. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Building abdominal strength here. 1 more. Exhale and up you come. And lower down. Slight change now. This time squeeze the ball and you're going to lift up and twist towards me. Just take a moment here. You're reaching your armpit towards your knee and make sure the back of the opposite hip isn't lifting off and the elbows are wide. Squeeze the ball. A little bit of tempo now. Exhale, lift in the center. Inhale and lower. Exhale, squeeze and to the back of the room and lower. Squeeze the ball, navel down and towards your spine. Towards the front, exhale, open your elbows. Back of the hips are grounded. Exhale and up, up, up. Inhale and lower. Exhale to the back of the room. Isolating through that waistline. Exhale and in the center. Elbows wide. 1 more set. Exhale, twist towards the front, elbows wide. Inhale and lower. Exhale in the center and lower. To the back of the room, breathing out. Try and stack your shoulder blades. Physically impossible, but that's the feeling you want in that twist. Now come to the front. Hold the twist and little pulses here. You're squeezing the ball. For 10, lift the chest. Breathe, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and low in the center. Nod that chin, come straight up the center, squeeze the ball, and we pulse. Using the chest muscles, not the neck. Squeeze the ball. Exhale. 5, 4, elbows wide. 2, hold it at the top, and lower down. Last set, guys. Twist to the back of the room, elbows wide, and we twist. Twist. Squeeze the ball. Back of the hips grounded. 5, 4, 3, very small. Hold it. And lower down. Beautiful. And just to kill it a little bit further, we're going to follow that up with Pilates 100. So let's lift the legs up using the abdominals. Now just take the ball and pop it above your ankle bones. Bring the knees right above your hips. Place your arms beside you. Now if the neck starts to fatigue at any time, feel free to lower your head. Breathing in, nod your chin, squeeze the ball. Exhale, we're going to curl up, drop your shoulders. We're going to take the legs to 45 degrees. Make sure your lower back is not lifting. If you're struggling here with back issues, guys, bend your knees in, don't extend your legs. Are you ready? Let's go. We're pumping. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and low in an inch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, and stay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, and stay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. And stay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. And stay. 2, 3, 4. Hold here. Bend your knees. Squeeze the ball. Lift a little higher. Up, up, up. And release down. Ooh, heart rate should be up. Take a full body stretch. Extend the ball above your head. Extend your toes and breathe. Feel the ribs open. Feel the back lift. Beautiful. And bring the ball above your chest. Bend your knees. Now we're coming into our next exercise, which is an inversion. It's pretty challenging, guys. So please, if this is not for you, this is your option. A pelvic tilt, coming into the bridge like we did earlier, and then rolling down. Otherwise, you're in the rollover, or just fast forward to the next exercise. So I'd like you to take the ball, lift one knee tabletop, then the other one, and in fact, we're not going to use the ball, so let's pop the ball down, unless, of course, you're in the bridge. Bring your knees together. Now you can start the rollover in tabletop, knees above your hips. I'm just going to scoot down a little bit so we don't go off the mat. Beautiful. Knees above the hips. Or you can start here. Make sure, though, if you lengthen your legs, you haven't let the lower back lift off. Breathing in, push down with your arms, squeeze your inner thigh and float the legs forward. Exhale, up and over, and you're going to hit that long line here. Now push down through your arms. If you need to support your lower spine, you're here. You're going to lift your right leg straight up to 90, and then back to join the other one. Then exhale, lift. Lower abdominals here. Make sure the weight's not on your neck. Support your back here if you need to. And then let's lift both legs straight up. Squeeze the buttocks. And then back to that long line. And again, exhale. Up, up, up. Inhale and lower. Place your hands back down. Flex your feet. Now push down with your arms. Engage your triceps. Back of the head stays grounded as you lower back down. As the tailbone grounds, nod your chin, point your toes, and let's lift up to here. Guys, if you need to, bend your knees if you don't have the length. We're going again. Navel towards your spine as you lower. Hinge your thighs towards your hips. Exhale, up and over, and hit that long line. If you need to support your back, you're here. Otherwise, stay with your arms down. Exhale, right leg lifts, and lower. Left, squeeze the buttocks, and lower. Now it's both. Breathing out, and lower. One more. Exhale, lift, and lower. Push down through the hands. Anchor the back of the head and replace the vertebra. Nod your chin as your tailbone grounds, and use your abdominals to lift up, and we hit our teaser. Bend your knees if you need to. One more round. Scoop, 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 and lower. Hinge your thighs. Up and over. Hit that long line. Support your back if you need to. Exhale, right leg. And lower. Then left. No weight on your neck. Now let's do both. Push down with the hands. Squeeze the buttocks and up, up, up. And lower. Oh, and I've got a beautiful view of the trees here. And lower. Slowly replace the spine. Anchor the back of the head. Nod your chin. Use those abdominals, and up you come. Up, up, up. Bend your knees if you need to. Bend them and lower. Beautiful. Take your ball. Sit nice and tall. Balls behind you, elbows wide. You're going to twist towards me. Breathe in. So we go inhale, inhale. Make sure you haven't done this with your feet. You want your hips to be still. Exhale, and over you go. Rebuild the spine and find length in the rotation. Back to the center, to the other side. In. Exhale, hug that imaginary barrel. Rebuild the spine, push your elbows back, push into the ball, and back to the center. In. Exhale, as you hug over the barrel, don't hit the opposite butt cheek lift. Rebuild your spine, you are wringing out your obliques. Back to the center, one more. Twist, twist, over that imaginary barrel. Rebuild your spine, lift your chest, and you're facing the diagonal here. Back to the center, and lower. Beautiful. We're going to finish off with some spinal extension, so just come down onto your stomachs. So lay your body down. Take your arms nice and wide and you're balancing on your nose. Legs are hip distance apart. Squeezing slightly, take a breath in, navel up and in, float your chest off, and then on the exhale, push gently into the arms. Widen your collarbones, open your chest. Take a breath in, exhale, and replace the spine. Let's do one more. Breathing in, navel up and in, chest floats off till you can go no more. Then use your arms to push up. Soften the elbow joint at the top, widen your collarbones, squeeze your buttocks. Breathe in, exhale, and lower. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, press back, child's pose. So I'd like you to anchor your sit bones, lower your forehead, walk your fingertips away, and breathe into the stretch. Feel the stretch from the top of the scapula right down to your tailbone. Stay with your breath. Then place your hands underneath your shoulders and come on up. Great job, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And as usual, I'd love to hear your feedback. So send me an email or send me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time. Bye for now.